What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview, guys. Today we got the Ripper Magoo. How are you? It caught some people off sides, and if you fought the trend, you didn't go well. It looked like really before the data that came out 30 minutes in, market was looking a little bit toppy. I know a lot of people had taken some puts there, but once the data came out and they reacted positively, it really didn't matter what the data said. The market went up. The market went up. And if you fought the trend after that, you were in trouble, right? You were really in trouble. So on to tomorrow, though. Tomorrow. So today, look, I mean, huge ripper up day. That's great. Now, what happens tomorrow? Likely after days like this where we have big buy days, is there some sort of pullback, retrace, balance? Absolutely. Does that mean it's going to happen? Absolutely not. That means that we could still break this high of the day from today, but when we're trading tomorrow, yesterday's high of the day, and we could just keep on trekking on up. Okay, so we're gonna have to be ready for everything. Just so you know, we do have some pre-market data coming out. We have wait, am I on tomorrow? I am on tomorrow. Okay, cool. We have the GDP data that comes out. GDP data comes out. Yep, GDP comes out pre-market, excuse me. I'm like reading at the same time. I want to make sure that tomorrow is so we have the GDP, exactly. We have GDP, and then we also have the PCE index is on Thursday. Okay, it was getting a little confusing. I was saying PCE here. I was like, wait a minute, thought that was on Thursday. It is on Thursday. But GDP tomorrow pre-market, I do think I don't know if it's gonna make or break us. I don't know if that's gonna send us to hell or rip us up. Hasn't really in the past, hasn't really been a big factor. I think the PCE data is where we're going to want to pay attention to because even Powell said at the Jackson Hill Symposium that is what they're going to be really monitoring and looking at. So for me, tomorrow, obviously, still have to pay some respect to the GDP data that comes out. And then 30 minutes in, we do have some U.S. pending home sales. So we have some data 30 minutes in, okay, that you want to pay attention to. But for tomorrow, as far as tomorrow is concerned, to know that this rip is real, okay, and it's kind of going to invalidate that head and shoulders, right? Because everyone's talking about shoulder, head, shoulder, right? That's what everyone's talking about. Well, if any dip happens tomorrow, I want to see this level here where we thought we were going to have some supply, right? I want to see this level turned into demand, right? I want to see some buyers step in here. So starting from about 44.68 all the way up to about 46.80, I'm going to be looking for dips into that area or even just the overnight action to hold. Okay, even the overnight action to hold from there. I'm going to see if dips. That's going to be a nice higher low. We can see a move higher. Now, if we break underneath 44.68, I do believe we'll come all the way back down to 44.40. Okay, and there is a short trade opportunity there. But I do think at 44.40, you're going to look to buy the dip there, right? Because we had huge demand here on the floor. I think that's an area where you want to buy that dip, get the bounce back up. Obviously, if we break and hold 45.09, which was today's high, you're going to want to target really 45.25, 45.45 from there. Okay, from there. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for any dips tomorrow to hold into this 44.68 level at minimum or at the lowest. It could come before then. So I put a little highlighted section there, right? Are we going to possibly get a little supply demand flip or resistance support flip, whatever you want to call it? But this looks like supply in this 4 hours, so I would call this a supply demand flip. But that's what I'll be watching here on ES. Onto the SPY chart. Whoa. Onto the SPY chart, we can see here, right? We can see here. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. This 442.50, huge level. We held on the flag, right? We held on the flag and we went higher, right? We went higher. That was great. So same thing tomorrow. Want to watch any dips back into 444 to 445, 444, right? To 445 to hold. Want to see any dips into this area. Come on now. 444 to 445. Hold on, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to be watching 444 to 445 to hold tomorrow and any dips. If it doesn't, then right back down to 442.50. Want to take the bounce there. Want to take the bounce there, 442.50. But I think to create a nice higher low, we can see this 444 to 445 area. We want that area to hold in there. obviously breaking a hold above today's high. 450 is going to be a big old psychological level you want to pay attention to. We pretty much got to it here, but you can see, right, how many rejects we had in this area. This is going to be a big area in here, right? So just watch this 451 area, right? As we can see how many rejects have been in that area. Obviously 451, 50, 452, even on this wick up. Just want to pay attention to that area in there and see how we react initially. But if we get a balance day, you want to see any dips into 444, 45 hold for a very nice bounce play in there. QQQ. Techland right through that 375. Right, or right through that, yeah, right through that 375. That was that big level we wanted. So as long as we break and hold above there, any back test into 375, that hold target 378. 378 from there. Okay, but any dips that hold above 375 just depends where we open tomorrow. We have no idea where we're going to open, but 375 is going to be that area that you want to have hold. Now, if we get a retrace, 372 can also be a zone to look to buy, but I do think 368 would be the lowest you really wanted to go down here. As you can see, it was kind of the top of that flag. We get that's the higher low. I have no idea what's going to happen. Okay, so 375 holds overnight, right? 374, 75. This area holds overnight. Look for the higher low into that and to continue on up to 378. If not, 372 for the bounce or 368 for the bounce is where I'm going to be looking for IWM. I'm sorry, for QQQ. This is IWM here. It was all about what, guys? We talked about what level. What level did we want to hold? 185. We wanted 185 to hold on any back test. We got it this morning, and this thing went Ripper Magoo. How are you? Broke the previous week's high. So now we're booting, scooting, tooting. We want any back test now into where? 186.50 to hold. Any back test into 186.50 to hold. Staying above 188 is obviously huge. Got to get through this huge 189 level where you can see we rejected and made our lows of 2 weeks ago. So look, any dips into 186.50 to 187 to hold, or the break and hold of this 189 for continuation back to 192. Guys, that's all I got for you. Gotta wake up, see the pre-market data, GDP tomorrow, pending home sales. Thursday is PCE. All right, guys, wake up early, get your levels right, and of course, don't do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.